Welcome back users. In today's video we will do the installation of Arch Linux using the Archinstall helper library. What is Archinstall helper library? Go to the Arch Linux wiki page and there you find the Archinstall helper library data. Here it is given that Arch Linux is helper library to install Arch Linux, and thus there is a simple syntax to start the helper library to install your Arch Linux installation. So type Arch install at the terminal and it will do a guided installation for you. It will ask you some queries. You have to reply to the queries from the terminal, and based on your replies or the inputs given by you, it will install the Arch Linux. So let us start the installation. Right click on the Arch Linux ISO freshly downloaded, open it in boxes. Now it has detected the template rightly, that is the Arch Linux template. Now 4. So Gnome boxes recognizes all the major Linux distro templates automatically. So now give the 25 GB storage limit, that is the size of the virtual HDD. Don't enable the EFI, otherwise you will have a problem installing the virtual machine. Hit the create button. We will use the first option. Type here Arch install and enter the command. Now it will test the connectivity to the different Arch Linux mirrors across the world and find the 10 fastest ones. Okay, now the TUI, that is the terminal user interface, has been booted. Here the option Arch install language selected by default is set to English, that is okay. Keyboard layout has been set to US, that is also okay. Select the mirror region. So it will give a list of countries that have been already tested. The connectivity has already been tested earlier. Now select India, that is my local. Now okay, now select the hard drives. So there is one 0.8 GB block device and the 25 GB block device. I will go with the 25 GB that we had allocated. Now select the disk layout. So select what to do with the each individual drive. So that is the custom or the manual partitioning. We will go with wipe all selected drives and use a best effort default partition layout. Now four file systems are available: BTRFS extended for file to file system, and the XFS. So we will go with the extended 4, that is default file system for most of the Linux distros. That is done. Now do you want to set any encryption password? Leave blank. Now select the bootloader. Okay. Use swap, it is true. Okay. Use swap. If you want, you can say no, or if you want to use, you can say yes, that is the default. So we will go with the default. Specify hostname Arch, that is okay with us. Set root password. If leave it blank to disable root, so we'll disable the root. Specify the super user account, so I will give the name spam and some simple password. It is not 123. The password you are using seems to be weak. Are you sure you want to use it? We select the yes default option. So we will give the password one more time for verification. So here now we are configure the super user. So there is an option to add a user that will be either a standard user or a super user, but we will not add because this is a demo, and only I will be using this virtual machine. So we just confirm and exit. So next is the user account, that is the standard user. So anyway, the standard super user is there, so we will not need a standard user. So we just confirm and exit. Or we can cancel, it will come out. Now specify the profile. This is the hardware profile, that if you want to use your system as a desktop, a minimal install, or server, or a XOR. In XOR there is only the minimal system with the graphics and the display drivers. So we will use the first desktop system. So now it is asking which of the desktop environment you want to use. So option is Awesome, DS, PWM, Budgie, Cinnamon, Deepin, Enlightenment, Gnome, i3, KDE, LXQT, Mate, Qtile, Sway, and XFCE4. So let us go with the Mate. Select a graphics driver or leave blank to install all open source drivers. So we'll go with the default one, that is all open source drivers. Okay, now select the audio. So there are option is Pipewire, which is default, and Pulse audio. We'll stick with the default ones. Select the kernel. So now the default kernel, that is the contemporary latest kernel that is available for Linux, will be there. The Linux hardened kernel is used for by the security professionals or enterprise users. Kernel LTS can be used by the general users at home or a small business. You can use this Linux LTS kernel, and Linux Zen is for other purposes that we will discuss in one of the later videos. So I select the Linux default for present. Now additional packages to install. So I will use only Firefox. We need not specify many because this is just a demo installation and review. But in real life, when you will do, you will definitely specify many packages to install, additional packages to install. We just enter. Okay. So configure the network now. No network configuration. Copy ISO network configuration to installation. Use the network manager. Okay, what we do is we can go with the no network configuration, maybe. So okay, use the network manager. Let us check out this option. Use the network manager. Yes, select the time zone UTC. We can select no. We'll go with Asia, Calcutta, India. It is America. Okay. Okay. Selected the Calcutta region. Set the automatic time sync, that is syncing with the NTP servers, yes or no. We choose the yes default version. Now say additional repository to enable. So it is asking whether you want to set some additional repositories. So multi-lib is there, and testing. I think multi-lib, let me think on this. Multi-lib, what exactly it means. Use escape to skip. So we will skip right now. And the next option is save configuration. You have to save user configuration, save user credentials, save disk layout, and the third option is save all. So we will use the save all option. We give a name to the file, config slash home. Okay. So it will be saved to the slash home directory, the configuration. Now we go with the installation. We press the install button. Now it is asking to press enter to continue. So now the installation of the Arch Linux has started. See now creating the new partition table, writing the partition table to the block device, marking the partition tables, setting boot on the parted index 1. So everything is automated. So now it has started retrieving the packages also from the network. The Linux packages right now is been downloaded from the repos based in India. So the mirror, Indian mirror has been selected. Downloading for the Indian mirror, it is very fast right now. So we just lay back and observe the installation. So total 141 packages are to be downloaded. So total download size will be 498 MB, install size will be 1.14 GB. And the base file system is already there in the ISO. So only the extra packages and the latest packages needed will be downloaded. So mainly the download is for the kernel only. You see 20 almost 30% of the download is consisting of kernel. So that will be the biggest I think package of the download. Yes, now Linux firmware also latest Linux firmware is getting downloaded. That is a good idea. So user may not have any issues with the hardware. Any latest hardware you can bring. There will be a latest Linux firmware release package to be already installed on the default system. So there are no hits and misses on the hardware front. Okay, the compiler is also been downloaded, GCC 11.2 version, and along with the compiler, the dependent libraries, Perl update 5.34. Okay, systemd also the latest version of systemd 250.5-1. Yes, the updated graph 2.06-5. Bin utils, yes, that is latest 2.38. OpenSSL, the G library, that is the GCC library, GNU utils, core utils. So all the core packages updated are getting downloaded along with the kernel. So we are about to finish the download. Already it is 451 MB is downloaded. Total 498 is to be downloaded. It will finish soon. Yes, the keyboard also 2.4 version is downloaded. So now all the remaining files are very small size. They will be installed very fast. Only size is few kbs in size. So the first 40-45 packages were big. Others up to 141 packages are small in size. Okay, already downloaded all the files. Now the installation is beginning. Installing the files. All the 141 files that are downloaded. Okay. Now generating the bootloader configuration with the grub make config. Okay. Rebuilding the certificate stores. It is quite fast. Creating the initramfs Linux fallback image. That is the rescue image. Installing the packages ZRAM generator. That is the swap generator. Swap area generator. It is installing the package network manager. The network manager package is being downloaded along with the wireless packages, Intel wireless and all those packages, dependencies. Total of 18 packages to be downloaded. Now installing the pipewire. Okay, now it is downloading and installing the audio packages. So those are 62 packages. Total download size is 274 MB. Sorry, 58.7 MB, and install size is 274.78 MB. Okay, now it is installing the additional packages package that we had input, that is the Firefox, along with some other packages. So Firefox latest Firefox 100 dash 1 is being installed. That is great. It was, I think, released a few days back only. So it is available in the repos. I also got this Firefox 100 version in my Ubuntu desktop. So total download size is just 134.59 MB, and it will be install size will be 620.58 MB after the unzipping and copying, installation and copying of files. That's great. Now it is downloading the FFmpeg. I'm not making this virtual machine full screen, because if suppose there is network issue, I can check out the network of my laptop. That's why I'm keeping it at a reduced display. I will not doing it full screen display. So installation, you see, download is very fast. So for doing this netboot kind of installations, you need a good network speed. Otherwise, the update, not update, install can go long, and you will get bored. Okay. So now it is installing the network profile. Yes. Now it is installing the wireless tools, WPS applicant, smart tools, XDG utils. Now it is starting the download of package, 17 packages. Total download size is 13 MB. That has also been done. It is very fast now. Now it is installing the display drivers and the display from the Intel and the free display drivers, and some media drivers along with the Vulkan Intel Vulkan driver and the Vulkan Radeon drivers. That is also quite fast. Now it is installing the desktop, that is the Mate desktop we have selected. Total download size is 307 MB, and the install size will be 1256.28 MB. So, 168 packages in total to download and install. This will take some time. Almost the download is halfway done. Now enabling the Light DM display manager and creating the user, setting the password, enabling the sudo permissions for SAM. Would you like to change root into the newly created and perform post installation configuration? So default is yes, we select that. Okay, so this is the bash commands. So we can give a reboot command. I think the installation is done. We will give a reboot command, exit command. Okay, installation has completed without any errors. You may now reboot. So we have done the installation of the Arch Linux using the Archinstall helper library. So let us reboot. So now we should reboot into the Arch Linux that has been installed using the Archinstall helper library. Okay. Yes, the system has been successfully installed. Now it is asking for my password. Give the password and it should boot into the Mate desktop. So this is the vanilla Mate desktop. So in the next video we will do a detailed review of the Arch Linux Mate desktop that we have installed right now. See you in the next video. Thank you very much. Do comment, like and watch our videos. Do not miss any videos by clicking on the bell icon. Give us suggestions for the new topics on any of the technical subject. It might be Linux or any other subject. We'll try to bring a video on that. See you. Bye bye.